What's going on YouTube? This is John from the Unhinged Zombie Hunter clan, bringing you my up-to-date DD deck profile with the virus engine in it. Dimensional virus devastation, and without further ado, let's just crack on right into this bitch. So I need to pause this. It's not going to let me pause it anymore. Fuck! Excuse my language, I do not wish to be demonetized. Right, hold on. So I'll move the traps and spells, the extra deck, and then let's crack right on with the main deck. So, starting us off the Lair of Darkness boss monster, we have I'm running two copies of Darkest Diablos. Now, this card cannot be normal summoned easily. It can be special summoned if you attribute a monster on your field, and it cannot be physically attributed by any other monster, especially kaiju'd. So yeah, it cannot be physically kaiju'd. So yeah, that's the Diablos. Then I'm running triple Aram the Wicked Warden. Now this is a card that you really should run at either 2 or 3, but I'm thinking of running it at 3. This searches you out your field spell Lair of Darkness. And also, if you tribute one monster other than Aram, you can draw one card from your deck. You can tribute one monster on your field and draw one card from his special ability. Or if you discard him to the graveyard, you get Lair of Darkness straight to your hand. Then I am running triple Lilith, Lady of Lament. This is the quickest way to search out all my traps, my virus traps. So, if she's summoned, her original her effect is when she's normal summoned to the field or special summoned, her original attack becomes 1,000. Excuse me, and to the effect of tribute one monster on the field, and you can search out 3 normal traps. Your opponent then randomly chooses one of them, and you set it face down, and then the other 2 are shuffled back into your deck. And then for the last 2 monsters for the Lair of Darkness I am running Chaos the Mega Monarch, and I'm also running 1 copy of Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. So yeah, that's the Lair of Darkness setup. For the DD engine, now I'm trying a weird engine with this combo, so please bear with me. I am running 1 scale 10 Double D Savant Newton and 2 copies of scale 2 scale 1 copies of Double D Savant Copernicus. With that, I am able to summon monsters simultaneously between levels 2 through 9. So that's a quick way to, but this is a busted deck. I've been doing a lot of training with this deck, so I know most of my own combos, I know what my strategies are and everything. After that, I am running 2 copies of Double D Orthrus. He is one of my tuner monsters, so he's a quick way to go into a level 10 if you have a level 6. Then after that, I am running triple Double D Savant Kepler. You gotta have Kepler to search out Dark Contract with the Gate, or Dark Contract with the Swamp King. Then after that, I am running 3 triple D Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok. Gotta have that, or else it's not going to work with the combos that I can pull off. Then after Ragnarok, I am running 2 copies of Double D Savant Thomas. Now that's another way I can literally screw my opponents over, because if I have 2 level 8s on my field, I will literally either overlay them into, say, Kali Yuga or Dark Armageddon, and my opponent cannot do a fucking thing about it, because with that, he cannot physically do anything. But yeah. After that, I am running triple double D Lamia. Another one of my tuners. Quickest way to go into Alexander, Siegfried, and Crystal Wing, and Scarlet Red Dragon Archtrain. Best combos in the whole deck. After that, I am running triple Double D Swell Slime and a single copy of Double D Necro Slime. Now, with Swell Slime, he will help me get into some of my bigger plays, or fusion plays, oh god, let me think. Like my Oracle King Diarch, or my Beowulf, or my Genghis. Just have to have the correct cards to play it at. But yeah, that is the quickest way for my deck to be played. Right. Then onto the spell cards, I am running one copy of Monster Reborn, staple in this deck. You've got to run Monster Reborn or else you are going to lose big time. So one Monster Reborn. Then after that, as I said with the Lair of Darkness monsters, I am running 2 copies of Lair of Darkness, the new field spell. Now this card will seriously fuck your opponent over if he hasn't got a dark deck, because this field spell turns all monsters from your side of the field and your opponent's side of the field to dark monsters. So say for example Genghis is a flame type, you can switch it with this card into a dark type. Same with Crystal Wing and all sorts. So yeah, this one is a quick way to dick your opponent over, because you can use it to, with that field spell on the field, you can tribute your opponent's monsters and they will still get screwed. Then after that, I am, as I said, 1 second, running triple Dark Contract with the Gate. Gotta have this or else you cannot search out the DDs or the triple D monsters that you need to use in this deck. And then, as I said, I am running 1 copy of Dark Contract with the Swamp King. Quickest way to go into fusion place, and it's the quickest way to get rid of when you want to bring back Lamia to synchro summon into Alexander with Genghis. So, or Crystal Wing. Quickest way to get rid of it is to bring back Lamia. Then after that, as I said, I am running 1 copy of 1 for 1. Quickest way to either get Swell Slime, or, oh wait, not Swell Slime. Swell Slime's level 2, isn't he? Yeah. Either get out Lamia or get out Necro Slime, but I'll get to that part in a second. Then after that, I am running, if I can get him out, hang on, before I do that. After that, I am running 1 copy of Foolish Burial. Quickest way, if you want to get rid of any monster out of your deck, send Swell Slime to the graveyard with this card, and you're physically set. And then after that, I am officially... Hang on, Luke, can you go check the front door, mate? Physically with this deck, I will be physically running 3 copies of Lair of Darkness. Gotta have this or else you will not be able to draw into all the cards you want. So that's the spell lineup. For the main trap lineup, there is really no physical order with it, but 1 Eradicator virus to either screw your opponent over if he's playing traps or spells. 1 copy of Grinning Grave virus. Now, this is the newest virus that has just been released in this whole thing. Doesn't matter on how much attack points your monster has, because this card does not physically worry about them. But with Eradicator, it has to be a 2,500 monster to be sacrificed by that card to use its effect. This card, if you tribute a monster over 3,000 attack points, your opponent has to send 5 cards from his deck to the graveyard, and they cannot physically activate any of their special abilities in the graveyard, because this card negates all of them. So that's Grinning Grave. Then after that, I am running 2 Full Force viruses. Now, a friend of my friend Joe from Zephyr War Games did give me an idea that if you run 2 Full Force viruses with this deck and tribute, say, Oblivion King Abyss Ragnarok, your opponent can't bring down any heavy defenders. So this card will literally eradicate all of them. And then for the last of the viruses, I am running 1 copy of Deck Devastation Virus. That is it for the virus and the monster lineup. Moving on to the extra deck now, I am running, until I can get another copy of Master King Archery, which I will have soon. I am running for the links 1 copy of Decode Talker. For the fusion lineup for DDs, I am running 1 Beowulf, 1 Oracle King D-Arc, and if I can get to the others, 2 copies of Flame King Genghis. So that's the fusion lineup with the links. For synchros, for synchro level 10s, I am running 1 Triple D Super Doom King Bright Armageddon. So that's 1 level 10. For level 8s, Siegfried, you gotta have that negation on the spells or trap lineup, or else you're gonna be screwed. 1 Crystal Wing, obviously to negate your opponent's monster's effects and to steal the attack points for itself. And it's a quicker way, for those 2, it is a quick way to go into with Lamia and Alexander, which I'll get to in a second. Super Doom King Bright Armageddon, if you have 1 Genghis and 1 Triple D or Triple D Flame King, if you have 1 Orpheus and 1 Flame King Genghis, instantly Super Doom King Bright Armageddon. Your opponents cannot physically target any of your DD monsters, and they're physically saved. For the last of the level 8, I am running one copy of Scarlet Red Dragon Archchain. You've got to have this, because this card, if your opponent has monsters that do not equal his attack points or are less, your opponent just takes the damage for it. And if the opponent's monster has got higher attack, then Scarlet Red Dragon Archchain's attack special ability does not work. So that is one of the back burners with that whole card. And then for the last of the level 7s, I am running in the Synchro lineup one Gus King Alexander and one Clearwing Synchro Dragon, because I have got Crystal Wing. And they will... Clearwing's another negation for level 5s or higher. And Alexander is a way to bring back a double D or triple D monster from your graveyard. That's it for the Synchro lineup. And for the last of the Xyz lineup, which I am running 3 different ones, I am running one Triple D, Duo Dawn King Kali-Yuga, one Triple D Super Doom King Darkness Armageddon, and one number 38 Titanic Galaxy. With that, Titanic Galaxy will shut your opponent down with spells. Dark Armageddon can destroy monsters that your opponent has had targeted by an effect. And Kali-Yuga, he basically negates all card activations on the field when he's summoned to the field, and your opponent cannot do anything about it. And to the effect of Kali-Yuga's other ability is, he's got 2 other abilities. One of it, if you use one overlay unit, you can destroy all back row cards. So the Pendulum Scale, your Spells and Trap lineup, your opponent cannot do a thing about it. Plus, his second ability is if you use a second overlay unit, you can physically return one Dark Contract to your field and lay it face down. And then obviously for the tokens, for the field spell, I've got 2 Dark Orbs and 3 Tormented tokens for the Lair of Darkness. Right, I hope you have enjoyed this deck profile, folks. Please remember, there will be a link to Zephyr Wargames in the description down below. Please remember, this channel is not here... This channel is not here for the faint of heart. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. It really helps our channel. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll catch you all in the next deck profile. And to them, folks, I'm John from the Unhinged Zombie Hunter Clan. Auf Wiedersehen.